Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
City game finished 5-1, and there's no James this week.
Ah.
This is Red Card Radio. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you're listening to this from. Welcome to Red Card Radio. My name is Brad. I support Chelsea. And to my right or my left, I don't know which side he's on. We'll say he's on both. Is Sean. He supports Tottenham. We are here to review match week 24.
Round 24.
Around 24. Sorry, we changed the verbiage. I had everything else exactly as if James was here. I just want to point that out, that I can now take the host duties. I am changing my Twitter profile as we speak.
Brad, I was going to tell you too, you nailed the beginning. Like the good evening, good afternoon. Or I can't even do it now. You nailed it. You nailed it.
Bam. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Yeah, so I think, you know what? Let's hop right in. I said City game ended 5-1 and no James. We're shooketh because Arsenal put the shellacking to City. Like, what happened here? It's magical what no red cards do, right? And MLS back in the lineup for them.
Yeah, and I got the fortune to watch a good chunk of this game, and it wasn't. I mean, I know the scoreline says 5-1, and it clearly was getting thumped. But Arsenal it shouldn't have even been as close as 5-1. Like Arsenal were so far better. Like City shouldn't have even got the one. Like it was bad.
Wow.
For City. They got absolutely shellacked and embarrassed.
I mean, if you're going to give Arsenal 5 corners and you don't expect them to win the game,
5. Dude, that's light for what they normally they're just kicking balls off of shins trying to get a corner. 5's light for them.
Yeah, 5 corners, 7 free kicks, so 12 set plays. Of course they got 5 goals. I'm just kidding. Clearly I'm joking. Arsenal definitely played better. It was like is this out of all the years for Arsenal to be so far behind, right? Like off of the pace. Like this has got to be the one time where it's like, what is happening? Because they should be competing with Liverpool because it's clear this should be Arsenal's year. This feels like, and not to discredit Liverpool because Liverpool have played phenomenal and like it's their title to lose. So like I'm not comparing them to Leicester, but this feels like Tottenham season when Leicester took off and won the championship and won it all.
Yeah.
Like everybody was expecting Arsenal to be that team. If City's not there, then it's going to be Arsenal.
So the thing that I remember about that season specifically that a lot of people won't remember because they're not a Tottenham fan or a Leicester fan. There's not a ton of us out there. But what I remember specifically is thinking, man, Leicester are gonna we keep winning. Leicester are gonna slip up at some point, right? Like we're gonna catch. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm just like we keep winning week after week, and they keep somehow winning week after week, and I'm like, and they're next week, they're gonna drop some points here like soon, and they just don't. And I feel like that's gonna be the same situation with Arsenal and Liverpool. It's like Arsenal, Liverpool is bound to drop some points, right? Like that, we'll be right there. We'll pick up the points when they drop them, and I think it's going to be the same thing. Where just Arsenal are hoping Liverpool drop points, and they just don't.
Yeah, right, and they just keep going forward.
Smash. Because that's what Leicester did to us. I mean, we just we kept winning. Like we did our part. They just kept also winning too.
Because we thought Bournemouth we thought Bournemouth might be able to take some points off of them because Bournemouth has been a very tough place to play. But nope. No. Mohamed Salah said, "This is my team. This is my trophy. I want one more Premier League before I go where I'm going."
They might. They look so darn good, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy, man. I'm just glad they didn't add anybody. They didn't add anybody.
Dude, so we play them as this podcast is airing, we play them tomorrow. So we play them tomorrow at Anfield, up a goal in the League Cup. And by the way, loyal listeners, we're talking about this. We're doing the review, but me and Brad do things a little bit loose, so we might fit in some other layer. Yeah, we might fit in some other stuff when they make sense to talk about other stuff. So right now it makes sense, since we're talking about Liverpool, to talk about Tottenham Liverpool on Thursday. And the word is that Trent's gonna miss that.
Whoa.
And that's great news for Tottenham, because Arsenal or Tottenham or Liverpool, sorry, God dang, Liverpool need goals, and he is a assist machine. So him being out, for all of his shortcomings on the defensive end and all the negatives people say about him, he's an assist machine.
Yeah,
like I have no doubt about it. That man can put in a cross or a pass or unlock a defense like nobody else, and I don't think anybody can argue that.
1,000%. But don't forget about that man in front of Trent, Mohamed Salah. He don't need no crosses.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. So there is an Egyptian man. There is an Egyptian guy also on the pitch that has the most assists in the Premier League and the most goals, and had 32 GA by the end of January, which is absurd.
Yeah.
It's an absurd amount of GA.
As you guys are watching this, he's probably already scored a goal, and it's probably already 1-1 on the aggregate.
Probably.
If you're watching this the next day, you're not watching it live on the premiere time, which, why not? Hit the sub button and then hit that notification bell. Hit that notification bell, so then you could have watched this beforehand and weren't sad that Salah was scoring on Tottenham.
Oh, and don't forget to like, subscribe, review, tell your friends, tell your mom, tell everybody about us.
Yeah. Operation Trick Google is underway. We are here. Yes. We are here to make it happen, guys.
Keep us running. Brad, we're bad. We are so bad at running a podcast. We forgot to do that. We forgot to do that at the beginning.
If I get this posted, that's a win for us. I'm just gonna put that out there. Okay. If this is posted,
James?
We win.
Where is James?
I don't know. I don't know why he's not here to tell us why Arsenal dismantling City means they're back in the cup race again. Because he does this.
Yeah.
Which means they're probably going to lose whenever the Premier League picks back up.
Sure. Yeah. I can tell you that Arsenal's next game will be against West Ham? No, Leicester. They've got Leicester on next weekend.
So he's still going to be riding high. He'll be fine.
They're going to the King Power. They haven't been a pushover at the King Power this year. So,
yes, they are.
But Arsenal should win that.
Yeah. So Sean, tell me why Spurs did not lose to Brentford.
I will tell you, Brad, and here's what I'm going to tell you. I am stalling for comedic effect because I have no bleeping clue how we did that. Got no idea. Eric, no. That was for the funnies. That was for the ha-has. I'll tell you exactly the reason why we did what we did. Jed Spence. Spence is an. You know what? I know Tammy gives crap about the online tacticos and don't listen to these people, but Invert the Wing has been talking about starting Jed Spence for I don't know months.
Yeah,
it's just I don't know what Ange is doing. The wingbacks lack physicality. Jed Spence brings that. He brings the aggression that we need. He may not be as technically as good as Pedro Porro or Udogie. Pedro Porro going forward, Udogie on the defensive end, but he's a great combination of both, which is why he needs to be on the field. That's basically what Invert the Wing is saying. And he was an absolute star.
Yeah.
On Sunday. Oh my gosh. Everywhere on the field.
Balling.
Yeah. I told you guys from the beginning when he got loaned out and the team that we loaned him to kicked him back for a bad attitude. I was like, Conte needs to get him out of here. This dude's
bro, you just need to go to Conte's basement for a little bit. That's what it was.
if you get kicked out of a loan for bad attitude, then I don't want you around my club. So I would, if it were me making the personnel decisions, I would have shipped him a long time ago.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they didn't, because he got his mind right. Got around the right players, got good friends, got him in the right mindset, and started playing. And he's showing the promise that we saw when we signed him. Like, and now I'm on board. But
hey, Sean.
Honestly, yeah.
This wouldn't be a Brad hosted podcast without me reminding you that this is your first win of the new year. First win since December 15th.
It's also
Spurs
probably, I don't know this for certain, it's probably the first game that we've scored first and held on to the lead.
Oh,
I would have to look back. Because a lot of our you know what? That's not true, because we have like a 4-0 blowout against City. We've got a couple of blowouts with clean sheets.
Well, your last one was a 5-0 Southampton. So like the last time you guys won, you didn't give
Southampton doesn't count. Southampton doesn't count.
I'm just saying.
But there's not many. To my point, there's not many. If we score first, I texted during the game to the group chat that Joel texted and asked if I was watching and how I was feeling. And what was my response, Brad?
Scared, but happy.
Yeah. Tottenham's kryptonite is a 1-0 lead. That's Tottenham's kryptonite. We give it up every gosh darn time. A 1-0 lead.
And it looks like Spence saved you guys. And then they got the second goal. Yeah.
I told you, man.
Yeah.
I told you. He was everywhere he needed to be at the right time he needed to be. It was incredible.
Man, oh man, oh man.
Yeah.
You know what? It's so good.
And Kinski looks great. Kinski looks great. And you know the great part about Kinski is what's the knock on Vicario? You know what?
He does not move off of his line. He does not fight for space in the box.
He doesn't fight for space. Kinski don't got a problem with it. I'll elbow somebody, but he don't care. He don't care. I'm getting to this. I'm fisting this ball. I'm gonna punch it, and if it hits you, then all right. Well, then you shouldn't have been in my way. That's how he plays. You know what? Shouldn't have been there. It's great.
Yeah. Hey,
yeah. So the other standouts I'll say was Mikey Moore.
You want to know?
I'll just touch.
You want to know the cast of this pod? Oh, finish yours, then I'll tell you the cast of this pod.
I just want to touch on a couple of other good players. Bentancur put in a shift. Bissouma actually looked like he was interested, which is rare for him. And yeah, Mike. I just wanted to give a shout out to Mikey Moore. All right, go ahead.
I did not update the ticker, so as you are watching this, it is now removed from the stream.
Oh, great. All right. Well,
you know what?
Well, you know what? If that's the case,
the logo was up there.
If that's the case, Brad, let me run through the list of. I'll just go ahead and just quickly run through the list of scores, so everybody knows. So on 2-1, Nottingham Forest at home beats Brighton 7-0. Everton 4-0 against Leicester. That was a big one. For future reference, the first team I name will be the home team. Newcastle 1-2 against Fulham. So losing at home was not good for our boys at St. James. Bournemouth 0-2 against Liverpool. Ipswich 1-2 against Southampton. Wolves 2-0 against Villa. And Manchester United 0-2 against Palace. Brentford 0-2 against Tottenham. Arsenal 5-1 against City. And Chelsea, what a good segue, on Monday 2-1 West Ham at home.
Yes.
How was the Bridge able to pull this out for Chelsea, for the boys?
Hey, look, all right, so the loudest pop of the night went to Jorgensen taking over the net.
No kidding. Yeah, they were just over Sanchez.
Yeah,
just
Sanchez,
over it.
Bro, he got kicked to the bench last year too. Like Poch pulled him last year. Like I don't know why he's still our number one. We've spent 70 some odd million on goalies, and we still don't have a starter. Apparently, one of them is really, really good, though. And it's not Jorgensen. Apparently, Penders is supposed to be like the next Courtois that we discovered in Belgium. That's the rumor. But anyways, that's for next year. Jorgensen in the net, built confidence. Even Neto like had like an Instagram picture with like a lock. Like, yeah, Jorgensen, great job. Terrible, terrible play from Colwill to allow that goal. That just wasn't like focus on the pass. Why are you crying for a foul when you're giving up a goal? And there was no foul. You just like, what? You didn't even go down. But we came back. Fast subs. Credit to Maresca. He hasn't done really substitutions all of January, right? And that might be because we were trying to sell players, or people were telling him, hey, you can't play these players, but they can be on the bench, just in case of injuries. But homie was real quick. 52nd minute, Neto comes on. And so does Goy. Takes Nico off. Nico's been kind of like, his form just hasn't been there recently. I think it's 8 games without a goal. So he needs like this FA Cup weekend to hopefully bag a goal or two against Brighton. Just get some confidence back going. And then 10 minutes later, takes off Reece. Reece got a yellow card, so like managing him still. Great. He did not get hurt. For a second, I thought he got hurt. Like he landed weird on his leg. I was like, oh no. But he got up just fine, so that was good. And brought on Nkuku instead of Madueke, who look, Madueke thinks he is what Cole Palmer is. Like in Madueke's head, he's like, I am Cole Palmer. He is the Willian to Eden Hazard. Except no effort. Right? Like Willian was like, oh no, I would score the goals if Eden didn't. And it's like, no, you didn't, kid. Like, cool. Yeah, you were there. But like Madueke has all this talent, but no effort. And I did fix the banner, so now it is correct playing these scores down here.
I labeled them out I said them out loud for no reason.
You gave me the time to do it. So
it was it was also a good segue, so it makes sense.
And
so what about
Neto with a rebounded goal, which was awesome, then Cole Palmer magically. You can just see the whole team when he has the ball and he's in the box. Like the whole team just kind of like, all right, like I'm ready to move if you need me to, but like go get the goal. Gets a crazy angle, deflects off Wan-Bissaka right over the goalie's hand. Bridge goes crazy. Very excited.
It sounded electric.
Yeah.
Sounded electric.
Keep Jorgensen in the net. Let Sanchez rest. He can rest on the bench for the rest of the season. Maybe we can snag top 4. And put Noni with him. Noni needs a break too. Give me Neto on that right wing because his crosses, oh my gosh, man. That boy can whip and across.
Well, that's the thing with Neto, right? He's just not quite found his confidence that he had at Wolves.
Yep.
At Wolves, he was comfortable. I'm the best player on the team. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do whatever. And he hasn't quite done that at Chelsea yet.
Yep.
And when he does, and it clicks, that's gonna be a different level of that's gonna be your an Eden Hazard he's on that level of I'll take on any player. I'm going to cross him up. I'm going to make him go for a hot dog, and then I'm going to make the pass that wins the game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's there to destroy the high line. That is his job, is to outrun everybody, hit the high line, cross it over Nico. Yep.
And when it clicks,
it's going to be
and he's back to his wolf self.
Yep.
It's going to be really annoying for me.
I am knocking on wood as I say this, but Reece James 2 games in a row, no injury. He is knock
on more wood for Tottenham because we lost our only center back on the roster to a non-contact injury, ACL torn.
Oh gosh,
done for the Radu Dragusin. He's done. He's done till probably 9+ months, so he's not even going to be ready for the beginning of next season.
So did you have, who is your center back pair? Archie and Davies?
It was Radu and Archie with Davies at left back. And when he got injured, They brought on Regulon, I believe.
No, he wasn't
and
playing,
moved.
bro. He was out this game. I'm looking at the roster. I'm looking at it.
Oh, so it wasn't this past game. It was the game before then.
Yeah. It was Gray, Davies, Spence, Poro was your back line.
Okay, so that's how we. Okay, yeah. Poro on the right, Spence on the left, Davies and Gray in the middle is how we line up now.
Okay.
It's a left back at center back and a midfielder at center back.
Hey,
because we don't have any center backs.
Let's go. Hey, wait, didn't Levy like get you like 2 or 3? Like, shouldn't he have done that?
Oh, we got one.
Oh, you got one.
We got one center back. He's
nice.
Actually an English. He's an English kid / Austrian. I think his name's Danzo, and we bought him from Linz out of the Belgian league. They are basically Linz is basically the pretty much the city of Belgium.
Okay. Can you tell me a story about your front line now?
The front line? I can tell
me a story.
I could tell you a lot of things. Our front line is in shambles. And we just signed Matthias Tell. Tammy says I trust Tammy on this stuff because he watches more other leagues. Tammy says his ass. So probably not going to be good for us. I'll just trust his judgment. But and there goes our parental advisory. Yeah. There goes our monetization. Sorry about that.
Oh, good. Maybe
sorry, James.
Pick it up.
Sorry, James. Apparently he's trash. I said trash.
Yeah, trash. The microphone picked up trash. I promise.
That's trash.
Post production, we'll make sure it's clear. We'll make sure it's clear.
So we picked up this guy with this kid off of. He's another one of the project players. You guys. Tottenham's been going for. He's like 18 or 19 years old. He's a striker that grew up in the Munich program. So initially my mind was, if a kid gets picked up by Bayern Munich and goes through their academy, at minimum they're well trained, right? Same as somebody that goes through Cobham.
Yeah.
You're thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Whether they have talent and they could put it together on the field, that's two different things, but they're well trained by the time they get out of there.
Yep.
So I'm thinking the same thing about Munich. He's going to get some time. He's going to get some playing time for sure. Richarlison's he's actually a striker / right wing, so we can use him in both spots. But yeah, Richarlison's fresh off. Wing? No. He was what I saw. He was
right. Okay.
Right wing. Yeah. Okay. /
I'm gonna trust
striker.
You. Apparently, Chelsea tried to hijack it at the airport, but he did not do a Willian, and he would have been a Chelsea legend had he done a Willian.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Ange gets on the phone and says, "Listen, mate, this is what you're gonna do," and everybody comes for that. Yeah, I don't know why.
Well,
we get signings when Ange gets on the phone.
Mm-hmm. It was a guarantee of playing time, right? I don't think Richarlison is really in Ange's plans that much.
But it's also, the thing with Tottenham is Ange and every player interview that talked about their recruiting call, right? None of them mentioned that they were promised playing time. All of them mentioned that Ange said, you can come here and you can fight your butt off for a playing spot, and I guarantee that you'll get a chance for your own playing spot if you fight your butt off and you earn it.
Yeah.
And he's always honest with them. I don't have a starting 11. That crap changes week to week. So if you come here and fight your butt off, you might be one of those. Come surprise me. That is just that kind of mentality of come here and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Also a lot less competition, right? Chelsea has 27,000 players at the front.
Sure. Yeah, and we've got man, healthy on the front three. So we run a 4-3-3. So healthy on the front three is Son, Mikey Moore, 17-year-old, Richarlison in the middle. That's it.
Solanke.
He's injured for 5 more weeks.
You said healthy, so sorry.
Oh, healthy. Yeah, healthy. There's Lancashire. He's also 18. I guess he could play there. Sometimes he subs in. And then on the other side, there's healthy. There's Kulusevski. That's it.
Brendan Johnson?
Injured.
Oh, injured. Oh.
Yeah.
So Tell going to get some minutes.
It's rough. He's going to get some minutes.
Yeah,
for sure.
Going to get all the minutes. Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
It's rough. And gosh knows that Son and Kulusevski need a break.
Yeah.
For Pete's sake. Like, they just need a rest.
Well, wait. You guys play Wednesday.
We play Thursday. And we play Sunday.
For the FA Cup. But who y'all got in the FA Cup?
A Villa away.
Oh.
Yeah. We're getting thumped at Anfield. We're getting thumped at Villa Park. We're going to be out of 2 cups in 4 days.
And there goes Ange's trophy in his second season, unless somehow he miraculously wins every game and every other team loses every game. I don't know if that's possible, but like...
I don't know how it's going to happen, but I don't know. Maybe he goes up to Anfield, we pull a miracle. That's our best chance. Just make it to the final and, roll a dice, see what happens.
I hope Ange says, screw it. Park the bus. One person up front to run it. Go run and score.
I actually wanted to talk to James about this tonight because over the last 6 months, Ange has changed, and I have noticed it. When we get the lead, he backs off. We still do the high line when we have the ball, but just like Pep and just like Arteta, they fall back. And the back line, the high line moves back when we don't have the ball.
I think that's just your players being scared. They're gonna give up the goal. But
they do it as a unit though, which is important.
I guess
so.
As you're listening to us, I'm guessing Newcastle might have scored a goal. May have been Arsenal. Newcastle is up 2-0, headed to the Emirates. Do you think they hold the lead, Sean? Do they hold the lead?
Man, this one's going to be tough.
I think they do. I think 2-0, and they have the defensive structure in place. I think they hold it.
Here's what I think happens. I think Arsenal... This is... All right, so I'm going to play it out, and hopefully I do it right. Arsenal are pressuring the entire first half. It's all Arsenal. Just absolutely peppering Dumbraka. Yeah. And can't get anything to go through.
Yeah. Right? Sounds about right.
All right. And it goes to half 0-0. Still 2 goals to Newcastle. And Newcastle come out. They feel like they got it, right? And Rice just bangs a screamer, like a Matic, Kovacic, just, you know what I'm talking about? Like, rocket just an absolute rocket. And then it's 2-1. And Newcastle, St. James gets into it, and Newcastle start to feel it again. Isak just hits a this
is at the Emirates, I think.
No, it's at St. James.
Oh, is that St. James?
I'm pretty sure. And
oh shoot, it is at St. James. Oh yeah, no, they're winning. Newcastle's winning this.
After Rice hits that banger, St. James gets rocking. Isak hits him on the counter and just hits a worldie, and it's 3-1. That's the end of the game. 1-1 game, 3-1 to Newcastle. They're on to Wembley.
Yep. And they're probably playing on the count of 3. We're gonna say it. Okay, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Liverpool.
Yeah.
All right, guys. This has been the review episode, round 24 of the co-hosts taking over the pod. If you enjoyed this, hit the comments. Let James know he is no longer the host, that he has to change his profile to co-host. Hit that hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Follow us on X. I am at KSBradG, the Chelsea fan. He is at Sean, at Whiteheart_Sean. And James, who's not here, is at James Tiffany. You can find all three of us collectively at redcard_radio. Or if you guys want to sponsor us, B-Dubs, if you're listening, we will pick a bone each week. info.redcardradio@gmail.com.
I will. I get annoyed at people every day. I can definitely find a bone to pick.
Besides that, guys, enjoy League Cup midweek. Enjoy FA Cup this weekend. And we'll see you next week.